Hey everyone, welcome back to Smart with Points. I'm Jack, and today we need to talk about something that's going to affect a lot of UK business owners who've been cleverly racking up membership rewards points with the American Express Business Platinum card. I've just received an email from Amex that's essentially gutting one of the card's best features, and whilst they're trying to soften the blow with some new benefits, the maths really doesn't add up for most people. So let's dive into what's changing, what you're getting instead, and whether this premium card is still worth its hefty £650 annual fee. Right, so here's what's happening. If you currently hold the American Express Business Platinum card, you'll know about the monthly bonus structure. Spend over £10,000 in any calendar month, and you receive a bonus of 10,000 membership rewards points. If you're consistently hitting that threshold, that's an extra 120,000 points per year, essentially doubling your earn rate to 2 points per pound on that first £10,000 of monthly spend. It's been a genuinely brilliant feature that's made the card incredibly valuable for business owners with consistent spending. Well, that ends on the 31st of March 2026. If you manage to spend £10,000 in March, you'll receive your final monthly bonus. After that, it's gone completely. The standard earning rate of one membership rewards point per pound spent remains unchanged, but the opportunity to boost that to 2 times on your first £10,000 of monthly spend disappears entirely. Now, American Express isn't leaving cardholders completely empty-handed. From the 1st of April 2026, 3 new benefits will be added to the card. Let me walk you through them. First up is an enhanced American Express travel credit. This is probably the most valuable of the new additions. Currently, Business Platinum cardholders receive £200 annually to spend at Amex Travel, which must be used in a single transaction. That existing benefit stays, but now there's a tiered structure. If you spend £60,000 in a card membership year, you'll receive an additional £200 credit, giving you £400 total. And if you spend £120,000 in a card membership year, you'll receive an additional £400 credit, giving you £600 total. Now, here's the catch. These are travel credits, not flexible points. You're locked into booking through Amex Travel, which doesn't always offer the most competitive rates. It's useful, certainly, but it's not as flexible as membership rewards points that can transfer one-to-one to British Airways, Avios, Virgin Points, or any of Amex's other transfer partners. The second new benefit is an enterprise rental car credit. Spend £60 or more with Enterprise in any month, and you'll receive a £20 statement credit. Do this every month, and that's £240 annually. My take? This is incredibly niche. Unless you're regularly renting cars with Enterprise specifically, this benefit offers little value. It requires enrolment, and you need to remember to use it monthly. If you're not in the market for rental cars, it's essentially worthless. The third benefit is a superscript business insurance discount. You'll receive a 15% statement credit on your first transaction with Superscript each calendar year. Superscript sells business insurance like professional indemnity and public liability. The problem? Early reports suggest Superscript's quotes are running significantly higher than competitors. If their base rates are 3 times what you'd pay elsewhere, as one forum user discovered, a 15% discount doesn't suddenly make them competitive. This feels like a benefit that sounds good on paper, but delivers little real-world value for most cardholders. So let's do the maths, because this is where things get really interesting. Here's the crucial question. For someone spending £120,000 annually on the Business Platinum, which is the level needed to maximise both the old and new benefits, are you better or worse off? Under the old structure, which is in place until the 31st of March 2026, you'd earn 120,000 base membership rewards points, plus 120,000 points in monthly bonuses, giving you 10,000 points times 12 months. That's a total of 240,000 membership rewards points. Under the new structure from the 1st of April 2026, you'd earn 120,000 base membership rewards points. You'd get £600 in Amex travel credits versus the previous £200, so that's £400 extra. You'd potentially get £240 in enterprise credits if you actually use them, and you'd get the superscript discount, which likely has minimal value. To make a fair comparison, we need to value those missing 120,000 points. I typically value membership rewards points at around 0.75 to 1 pence each when transferred to airline partners. Let's be conservative and use 0.75 pence. 120,000 points at 0.75 pence equals £900 in value. In return, you're receiving £400 in travel credits, which are less flexible than points, £240 in enterprise credits if you actually use rental cars, and the superscript discount, which has minimal real-world value. Even if you maximise every new benefit, you're looking at roughly £640 in value versus £900 in lost points. That's a net loss of £260 annually for high spenders, and it gets worse if you're someone who values points closer to 1 pence each. This change really hurts business owners with consistent monthly spending. Someone spending £10,000 to £15,000 monthly was earning 2 times points on a significant portion of their spend without needing to hit the stratospheric thresholds required for some premium cards. These new benefits are clearly designed to push cardholders towards much higher annual spending thresholds of £60,000 or £120,000 to unlock value, but they're less flexible, more restrictive, and ultimately worth less than the points they're replacing. So if you're a current Business Platinum card holder, you've got until the 1st of April 2026 to decide what to do. You've got a few options. First, you can simply accept the changes, do nothing, and the changes will happen automatically. The card still offers excellent lounge access, hotel status benefits, and solid earning rates, but the value proposition at £650 annually has definitely weakened. Second, you can close your account. If you don't accept the changes, you can close your account before the 1st of April 2026. American Express will provide a pro rata refund of your unused annual fee. Importantly, this doesn't affect your membership rewards points. They'll remain available as long as you hold another membership rewards earning card. Third, you could downgrade to the Business Gold card. The American Express Business Gold is free for the first year and has a much more palatable ongoing fee. It's also losing its quarterly bonus, which was 10,000 points when spending £20,000 per quarter, but given both cards are losing their bonus structures, the lower fee option might make more sense. And fourth, you could look at alternatives. For business owners primarily interested in earning Avios, Capital on Tap offers straightforward 1 Avios per pound with no annual fee on the standard card. The Pro version, which costs £299 annually, offers 1.25 Avios per pound. It's not as feature-rich as the Business Platinum, but for pure points earning, it's become increasingly competitive, especially now that Amex has gutted the Business Platinum's earning potential. Here's my take on all of this. I currently hold the Business Platinum alongside Business Gold, and this change has me seriously reconsidering the value proposition of keeping both cards. The monthly bonus was genuinely valuable. It rewarded consistent business spending without requiring you to jump through hoops or hit unrealistic thresholds. The new benefits feel like a poor substitute. Travel credits are useful if you regularly book through Amex Travel, but they lack the flexibility of points. The enterprise benefit is so niche it'll be worthless to most cardholders. And the superscript discount appears to be window dressing rather than genuine value. For someone like me who values the airport lounge access via Priority Pass and the Global Lounge Collection, hotel elite status benefits, and travel insurance, there's still value in keeping the card. But the gap between what you're paying, which is £650, and what you're receiving has definitely narrowed. If you're on the fence, my advice is this. Calculate your actual usage of the card's benefits beyond the points earning. If you're regularly using Priority Pass, staying at hotels where gold status matters, and making use of the travel insurance, then £650 might still represent fair value. But if you were primarily holding the card for the points earning potential, it might be time to look elsewhere. Now here's one important note. If you've been considering applying for the Business Platinum and haven't yet, now might actually be the time to do it. You can still qualify for the current welcome bonus, which is 50,000 points after £6,000 of spend, and you'll have the opportunity to earn the monthly bonuses through March 2026. You can get the card by clicking the link in the show notes. Just be prepared for the significantly reduced value proposition once April rolls around. Also worth noting, American Express changed the eligibility requirements in January 2026. You now must be a director of a limited company or a member of a limited liability partnership. Sole traders and unlimited partnerships are no longer accepted. So here's the bottom line. This is a significant devaluation, no matter how American Express tries to dress it up. The monthly bonus was one of the Business Platinum's standout features, a genuine competitive advantage that made the £650 fee palatable for many business owners. The new benefits simply don't offer equivalent value, especially for points collectors who value flexibility. If you're a current cardholder, now's the time to run the numbers on your own spending patterns and usage of the card's other benefits. And if you're considering applying, be clear-eyed about what you're signing up for beyond April 2026. The UK points and miles game just got a bit less rewarding. That's it for today's episode. Thanks so much for listening to Smart with Points. If you found this useful, please subscribe to the podcast on all major platforms, or head over to our website at smartwithpoints.co.uk, where you can also subscribe to our newsletter to stay on top of all the latest changes in the world of miles and points. And before you go, here's a quick word about our sponsor. Looking for the best award flights? Use Award T.